Oh, you think it's your sweet, Ace Belly? You think it's sweet? You think the six is soft, huh? Okay. I got you. You think you're just gonna set something up with us and cancel? As we pay for the hotel and that, you think that's cool? Imagine you had it, that's like you setting up with a lady friend. Y'all supposed to go out and you paid for the reservation. You got the night all planned out, and then she bail. How you gonna feel? You think we playing? Hey yo, man, talk about the Sixers, man. We gotta talk about the Sixers, man. Originally, when I was gonna do this video, it was gonna be titled "Sixers Don't Mess This Up," and I said that because I was like, go get Ace Bailey. Let's not get VJ. He's a good player. I do project him to be a very good role player in the league. But we just got too many guards, man. He like 6'4" without shoes. He probably like 6'5" with shoes. We just got too many guards, man. You looking at, and all guards that probably command minutes, a lot of minutes. And when they undersized like Maxey and Jarrett, and then you add VJ, I don't like those 3-guard lineup type of situations, man. But I'll get into that later. But I was like, go get Ace. He feels a need. We got to do could get a bucket. Paul George clearly ain't going to be the long-term answer for what we see right now. I mean, obviously, he's older anyway, so he wouldn't be that to begin with. But he's not the answer. And we might end up moving off of him based off of what we seen from last year. So go get a young fella who can watch his game, learn things from Paul George, and eventually get himself into that spot. I thought that would be the best thing. We can't get a guard unless we get Dylan Harper. Dylan Harper, he's at least 6'6", and he ran that Rutgers team. All right, I seen a dude there who didn't shy away from the moment. He can dribble, he can shoot, he can do a lot of different things. Where Bailey, he got a little work to do. His handle ain't really there. He don't do anything great. He just do some things really well, some things good, and then some things poor. So he's the legit version of a prospect, right? Like he's legit a raw talent, and based off his physical tools, you hope and see potential there. I think his comp was like somebody like Paul George or Brandon Miller. I think something like that. So he has the potential to potentially get there, which I thought will be, and a lot of people thought that Sixers fans or whatever cover the team will be a great fit. But this dude don't want to work out for anybody. At this point, I don't even know if he want to get drafted. he might just go. I don't know. Can he go back in the draft? I know in the NFL, I seen with the guy for the Bengals, they saying if he don't sign his contract, he could re-enter the draft. Can you do that in the NBA? I don't know. Is that what he trying to do? Because if you ain't taking no workouts with the top lottery teams, this man trying to go down to a team. He trying to go to a team that ain't got nobody there but him. He said, or at least coming from his camp, they reportedly saying he want a path to stardom. He want to go to a team where he has a path to stardom. If you talking about Sixers, that ain't here. I'm going to be honest, that ain't here. But you got to learn the game, young fella. Like you can't be entitled already like, yo, I need the key as soon as I step foot. You pick 3, not 1. It's a big difference. It's a big difference when you 3 and not 1. Sometimes people be 3 because teams couldn't get 1. Who's at number 1? And now they just got to pick somebody. So you shouldn't be entitled to those keys already. And a lot of teams that's drafting up there, bro, is other players that's established ahead of you. So, I mean, you can't just clear the runway and think, if you was going number 1, you wasn't going to be what Dallas wasn't going to give you the keys. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of teams up there that wouldn't have gave you the keys. There's other good players there. Like, you going to contend with, brother. Spurs, like, they got women. Like, you ain't getting the keys on a lot of these teams. So, who are you looking for? You want to go to Washington? You want to be Bradley Beal 2.0? You see how that worked out for him? He never really built the winning intangible. So, when he go to a winning squad, he still carry the same habits from the losing team that he had before. You want to end up like that just so you can cash out, get your money? I mean, if you want to cash out, get your money, do what you got to do. But, bro, like, I think he afraid of being overshadowed again. Because on that Rutgers team, Dylan Harper was the guy. Now, Ace was a second fiddle, But I think if you ask somebody like Ace Bailey, he envisioned himself being the man on that team. The last thing he wants to come to Philly and be overshadowed. I get it. Embiid ain't gonna pass you the ball. Maxey ain't gonna pass you the ball. McCain gonna be trying to get his. You know, he lost a lot of time last year. Gonna be trying to get his. Paul George ain't gonna pass you the ball. I get it. But these dudes on their way out, bro. Like Paul George, you know what I'm saying? We trying to get rid of him ASAP. Joel ain't gonna play 90% of the season. You gonna have opportunities to show you what you can do. But I understand though. You looking at the way those guys play, Maxey and Embiid, them dudes don't pass. That's because they can get their shot whenever they want. It's so hard with guys like that. They can get any shot they want. They still haven't found a good way to balance that out yet. Like Embiid should really be taking some Jokic type nights where he only scored 12, 14, and he rack up like 18 rebounds, 9 assists, 10 assists, because that's what requires him to win that game because he got other pieces. He ain't get there yet. Maxey's still trying to balance out like, yo, I can go 100 miles per hour, score on anybody. I can take a step back, create 3 inches of separation, and boom, right there, wide open. I get it. But I feel like somebody like Ace, bro, since you're such a raw talent, you need that time to develop. If somebody gave you the keys right now, bro, it'd be disastrous for you. You ain't ready yet. You need to gradually get there. Watch from other offensively skilled players that know how to get their shot. Joel, PG, and Maxey are 3 of the best that know how to get their shot. Paul George made a killing off of that Indiana, know how to get his shots. He takes some of the same shots that you take now. That's a perfect person to learn under just as far as how to play the offensive game. So, I mean, I don't get it. I mean, you might be getting bad advice. I mean, I'm cautious on believing everything that's out there because I know how the media work. So I'm not going to put words in your mouth. I'm just taking things that came from your camp. And, you know, either your agent, somebody that's reputable, right? Not just, yo, he said F the Sixers and he went to go to the club instead to work. I ain't doing all that. I take that with a grain of salt. But on the Sixers end, I got to talk to y'all, man. Since I got to switch the focus of this from Ace because of what happened, the canceled workout, I want to talk to y'all, man. It don't matter who we draft if we still going to run the team the way we run the team. The organization is just not ran with any direction. It's so much confusion that's been going on for the past 5 or so years that guys are leaving, guys don't know their roles, we switching coaches. The offensive philosophies are not adapting. They're the same, either dribble handoffs or ISO heavy. Like, we're not getting with the times, or we're not developing offenses that maximize everybody's potential. So, as far as the Sixers go, as long as we got Morey and Brand and all them guys up there running the organization, if we still doing the same mistakes, it don't matter who we get. Look at some of the guys that we drafted that got better when they left us. Our player development has not been the best. I've seen guys get better when they left. Isaiah Joe should still be here. Vucevic got better when he left. Jeremy Grant got better when he left. Now, these guys got more keys, but they should have got more freeway and a bit more when they was with us. It's a lot of guys that came to the Sixers, left, and got better. It's a lot of guys that we drafted and traded before we even let them get there. Like, our talent development has not been good, man. We lose a lot of good players, or we don't develop those players, and then we let somebody else do it. Until we get that under control and be a team that's somewhat attractive, we ain't gonna go nowhere. It's Morris has talked trash after he left us. Beverly has talked trash after he left us. Tobias has thrown shots here and there. Ben has talked trash after he left. A lot of players have left our team and thrown shots. Harden throwing shots at Morey's loyalty, his word don't mean crap, the way the team is run, all types of things, right? We got to have a good reputation at some point. We got to turn things around at some point. Some guy give, man. Joel 31, one leg. This is going to be so vital for us, though, this year. This is going to be our most important year. The reason I say that, bro, we going to know this is the last year for this team. This is the last year for Joel. This is the last year for PG. This is literally the last year. Whatever, if we don't forget making playoffs, that ain't even a bare minimum result. If we don't get past the second round, it's a dub. Blow this team up. A lot of people saying build around Maxey. I'm a heavy Maxey fan, bro, but he's had a lot of opportunity to run this team with all the injuries they got, and I just haven't seen him get better. Last year we tanked, lost a lot of games when he was in. The year before that, we went from like the top 3 seed all the way down to the play-in. Like, Maxey has had opportunities. Now the team isn't built around him. I get it. When Joel and them are out, he's dealing with a team that's not built around him. I understand that. But I haven't seen him take a step forward just as far as the game goes. Like, we be losing to the bottom feeders even when it's just him. Like, I feel like certain teams we should still beat regardless of who on the court. If you Maxey, bro. If I give you Maxey, Tobias, or Maxey and somebody else, that should be enough to beat some of the bottom feeders, at least. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if you could build around Maxey, bro. Like, it's iffy building around guards, man. Like, you get lucky and hit a home run every now and then, man, but it's really hard to build around guards. But this is the last year. You got to break them up after this point. Maximize. I mean, I don't even know. We ain't gonna get the value that we need. Because if we fail again, it's most likely going to be because of Joel's health. So he ain't going to get you 5-6 picks. Paul George, he ain't definitely ain't getting you that right now. So I don't know. This is going to be a tough time. I'm not opposed to VJ. I'm double back to that point. I'm not opposed to VJ, bro. I just feel like our guards aren't really defenders. So when you undersized and you okay defender in a league that is all about identifying mismatches, and it's just tough, man. You don't win that way. If you compare it to CJ and Dame, like, they just don't win that way. Every year they didn't run into Golden State. They played the Pelicans and got their ass whipped. Like, it's other teams that they lost to in the run. Like, it's hard when you got an undersized backcourt running everything that aren't defensive stoppers. Joel can't do it anymore. He could barely move. PG took a step back. So you tell me I got 4 dudes potentially starting that can't play elite defense, not one of them? You ain't going to go nowhere with that. Like, VJ might be more NBA ready and better right now than Ace, but he ain't better for the team right now that needs to take a leap forward next year, or it's a dub. It's a dub. Now, Ace, the projection of Ace ain't going to give you his max potential next year. You're right. I agree with that. But if he can become just a role player, 12 to 15 a game, that's cool. And if he can gain more defensive skills throughout the season, then that could be a really good piece. You know what I'm saying? If he play a Rory Hachimura role just for the first year, like a 3-and-D type of guy, well, Rory ain't got no D. If he could play a Doris Finney-Smith role a little bit, like, 3-and-D type of guy, at least for the first year, I'm cool with that. And then, obviously you're going to get more out of him as time go on. But I just feel like with VJ, man, it's going to be crowded, man. You got Grimes, who's going to command a lot of money after the year he had. He going to be taking 10 shots. Maxey going to take 15. Joel going to take 15 to 20. PG going to take like 12. McCain might come in, grab another 5, 6. It's just not a lot going around. You need somebody that, can get his and spurt. Probably play a Tobias type of role. And with PG out, you give him time to rest. Or you take a load off of PG. Maybe Ace can step in, take a little bit of that. Because we need help on the wings more than we do on the point guard. But let me know what y'all think, man. I was like, okay, this dude think we sweet canceling these workouts. You don't work for anybody, but at least you ain't answer their phone. You picked ours up, scheduled it, and canceled. Like, I feel like he think we chump or something. But let me know what we think, man. This is a quiz through the scope for my Sixers fans, man. Let me know what y'all think. I don't know, man. This is a really important year for us, man. Like, subscribe, don't forget, man. Appreciate everybody to rock with the channel, man. Trust me, man. I appreciate every sub that we get. Try to be more consistent for y'all, man, but I'm out.